Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo February 3, 2022. Take action on creating a fanciful dream world today. Indeed, much of the activities of the day will be touched with an air of outer worldliness. Though you are a person who generally likes to keep your feet on the ground, realize that once in a while it is essential to let go and experience other realms of thought in order to gain new perspectives on things. Let your hair down and go wild tonight. A passionate letter or phone call could come from a close friend or romantic partner. The person may be confused and rather tormented by his feelings. Be kind and sensitive to him. If you have been thinking about doing some writing, this is the day, as your imagination is flying high. Take care to let the words flow out of you and not get too caught up in the exigencies of grammar and structure. You can always edit later. You are a very helpful, responsible person, and you are always able to calm down the atmosphere around you. However, your relative serenity, your ability to anticipate events, and your sense of values may clash with other people's unwillingness to work with you. However, try and stay clear-headed about things, and use today to meditate and think of ways to put a little more balance and stability back into your relationships. You can cut through to the truth quite easily today, so don't hesitate to do so. If you come to an intersection and no one seems to know who is next in line to proceed, take the initiative yourself and go ahead. It might not be a bad idea to signal to the other drivers what your intentions are before you make your move. Being aggressive with your actions does not mean that you should be reckless. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly, and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. It might be something kind of stupid, but if you don't take care of it right away, it will turn into something even worse. So whatever domestic issues need to be addressed, do it now. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose, with much higher chances for success. It would be best to do some deep meditation today. You will find that connection with your inner space is incredibly valuable on a day like this. Realize that great transformations are made when you release control of your mind. Let things flow smoothly in line with the Tao, and don't worry so much about organizing and planning out all of your actions. Keep things simple and enriched with ease. An overall understanding of the situation will come naturally. You will get what you want and what you fear as well. This will be a day of realization, notably in your private life. You will be more receptive to your family and spouse. But be prudent. If things are on the move today, be careful that they don't go in a bad direction. Your relationships with those close to you may turn sour. Everyone won't necessarily be on the same wavelength as you are. Try not to be upset by small incidents that really have no major effect in the long run. People might be nitpicky and could perhaps come down a bit hard on your adventuresome nature. Much of your strength lies in your ability to see the good in all and to inspire people to their full potential. Try not to get depressed by other people's inability to do the same. Just in time to capture the momentum created by yesterday's new moon, the asteroid Juno returns and joins the Sun, Moon, and Saturn in your friendship sector today. Juno might be a minor player, but as the queen of commitment and especially commitment to your relationships, she brings with her the kind of commitment that is a perfect match for Saturn's sense of resolve. This also sets the scene for an important and empowering few months for personal and professional networking, friendship and relationship building. In the absence of any planetary activity on the relationship front, the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment and especially commitment to your relationships, return to your friendship sector today is the next best thing. Returning after yesterday's new moon, but with the moon still here, gets this new era of friendship and relationship building off to a good start. Today's celestial energy is a continuation of yesterday's vibe. Creativity is in the air, urging you to use your innate artistry and harness your talents. Mars in Cancer gives the moon a chance to take action and make things happen. It also gives us the gusto to finish projects. However, Mars could distract us from the task at hand because you'll probably also be dealing some serious emotions. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius squares off with the moon, limiting our emotional response to matters. There is a chance that you'll be moved toward growing and evolving today, but only if you're willing to do it and want to change. Neptune in Pisces also connects with the Taurus moon to make us feel as though we're lost in a daydream or an emotional fog. Take the time to rest, and don't push yourself to the limit. This cosmic connection can cause anxiety and stress, which is opposite the vibe we're trying to attain, so be careful not to overextend yourself. Finally, Pluto connects with the moon overnight, giving you the power and authority to set your life in motion after the emotional roller coaster and dreaminess of the day. Just after midnight, the Taurus moon aligns with radical changemaker Uranus. If we are asleep, we might suddenly awaken, compelled to write down information we had forgotten in the day, record a dream, or journal. This influence stimulates our intuition and will make us hyper-aware of our surroundings, which might be beneficial if we have been deluding ourselves in some matter. Perhaps a living situation has become untenable, or we have mismanaged finances. However, the Moon-Uranus conjunction might also cause us to feel unwarranted anxieties about circumstances that are more stable than we perceive. Attempt to tune out of the rational mind and tune into instinct. At our core, we know what is true. Go with your gut and elect to make the necessary adjustments once the sun is up. Following this connection, the moon squares Saturn in Aquarius, intensifying feelings of guilt or remorse. The idea that changes not only must be made, but are inevitable, is disquieting to the Taurus moon, which values comfort and peace. Saturn's appearance encourages us to accept that we have a duty, not only to our own overall happiness, but to those within the community at large. But at this moment, we might resist, looking instead for someone or something to blame. Others' lack of understanding or empathy for our dilemma might read to us as cruel now, but they are likely not trying to be cold or harsh. They simply expect us to rise to the occasion and be adults. Time to ourselves may be required to avoid acting in ways we might later regret. However, it can also mean that boundaries need to be put in place because Jupiter expands without a care, and Pisces is like ocean waves rising and falling without borders. However, it will make your life a whole lot easier if you make a few adjustments in order to make your life easier.